Hey guys, this week for grammar we're going to be talking about sentences. Your I can statement is to be able to identify complete sentences and determine the type of punctuation to be used. So today we're going to be talking about sentences, fragments, statements, and questions. First off, a sentence is a group of words that expresses a complete thought. For example, Susan laughed loudly. Tells us who and what she did. A sentence fragment is a group of words that does not express a complete thought. For example, visited his dad. Who visited his dad? I don't know. It's a fragment. It doesn't express a complete thought. Every sentence should start with a capital letter and end with a punctuation mark. A statement is a sentence that tells something. It always ends with a period. For example, they enjoyed the movie. It tells you something. A question is a sentence that asks something. It ends with a question mark. For example, what was that? It's a question. It needs an answer. All right, now we're going to do a little bit of practice. I want you to pay close attention to how we use this tool because sometimes I'm going to ask you to use it yourself. So the directions up here say to find the errors. Select the word that needs to be changed or that needs punctuation after it. Then choose the proofreading symbol that will fix the error. So the sentence says, Carlos saw that there was a food drive to collect donations. I can see here that they didn't use a capital letter at the beginning of the sentence. So I'm going to click on that word, and then down at the bottom, I'm going to click the button with the 3 lines because that means capitalize. And now I have a capital letter. I'm going to double check my sentence. Carlos saw that there was a food drive to collect donations. Okay.
Excellent work.
I got it right. I'm going to go on to the next one. What could he do to help? Well, it has a capital letter. That kind of sounds like a question to me though, especially because it starts with what, and I know that what is a question word. So I know that questions have, oh that's right, question marks at the end. So I'm going to click on the last word, help, and I'm going to choose this button down here that says insert question mark. What could he do to help? Yep, sounds like a question, looks like a question.
You rock. Let's try another one.
So I click the arrow. Carlos told his parents what he saw. Ooh, this jumps out to me. There's no punctuation at the end of this sentence, so now I just have to figure out what kind of punctuation it should be. Carlos told his parents what he saw. It sounds like a statement. It's just telling me something that Carlos did, so I think I need a period. This button right down here shows that we need to insert a period. They circled the period to make it show up a little bit better, since a period is just a little dot. But I'm going to click that. Oh, I forgot to click the word. There we go. I'm going to click the word saw, and then I'm going to click the period button.
Wonderful! Let's try another one.
Take a second to read this sentence to yourself and see if you can figure out what the error is. So the sentence says, his mother gave him a box of rice. That's a statement. It tells us something, and so it has a period at the end. But it's missing a capital letter at the beginning of the sentence. So I'm going to click the first word and click the capitalize button. His mother gave him a box of rice. Yep, sounds good.
Well done.
Click the arrow. Read this one and see if you can figure out the problem. The sentence says, Carlos had an idea? That's not really a question, though. Carlos had an idea is a statement. It tells you that Carlos had an idea. So it shouldn't end with a question mark. I'm going to click on the last word, idea, and change it to a period.
Well done. Let's try another one.
All right, this is the last one. Let's see if you can figure out the errors. The sentence says, he shouted, "Can I ask my friends for help?" Can tells me that it's probably a question word. He's asking if he can ask his friends for help. Since he's asking a question, it shouldn't end in an exclamation point. This sentence should end in a question mark. So I'm going to click that last word, help, and change it to a question mark. Notice that the punctuation always goes inside the quotation marks when somebody is talking.
Brilliant!
All right, I think we got them all done. So, what I'd like you to do now is to go to Seesaw and look for this exit ticket. You need to read each group of words. If it's a sentence, I want you to add the proper punctuation mark. If it's not a complete sentence, so it doesn't tell a complete thought, just write fragment. Let's look at the first one together. My mother walked into the kitchen. Is that a complete thought? I think so. So I would need to add the proper punctuation to the end. My mother walked into the kitchen sounds like a statement, so I know I need to add a period. Yours will look a little bit different than mine since you're doing yours in Seesaw. All right, guys, that's it. Get this done on Seesaw, and I'm looking forward to seeing your answers. Bye.